Hello?
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Happy weekend. Happy
Oh,
3 day weekend.
yeah, 3-day weekend for me as well.
That's right. Well,
Beautiful day here today. It was just gorgeous.
it was here as well. Supposed to rain a little bit tomorrow, but that's okay. We need it.
Wow, you've been busy.
I have got us all prepared. I took the liberty of making things a little easier for us, and for our bout tonight here in Stonewall in the Valley. Scenario number 2, right? We have graduated from the Kernstown, and now we're moving on. We're moving up the valley, or south. For those of you not familiar with the Shenandoah Valley, we're moving south through the valley and jumping ahead a couple months. I think this is May of 1862 now, and the scenario tonight is called McDowell. So,
Not the general, but
not
the
the
town.
general, right? Exactly. Not to be confused with old Irvin. And you are going to be playing the Confederates, I believe, tonight, and I will take the Union. And have you had a chance to look this one over yet?
I have, and I've changed my mind multiple times.
That's a sign
Uh,
of a good scenario, I guess.
yeah, this is a kind of the horns of a dilemma for me. I have, wait, there's, okay, yeah, you didn't see this. I've got two, there's a problem with the setup. Two Virginia regiments, calves. I need to get Ashby to replace the guy in Sawmill. So I'm going to.
Okay. So while you're doing that, I will welcome anybody watching this after the fact. We don't have anybody watching live, but that's okay. They may jump in later. But anyone watching the video after the fact, welcome to scenario number 2 from Stonewall in the Valley. I am Patrick, that is Roger, and we are going to spend this week and next week playing through the McDowell scenario, which I have played through once.
Okay,
And
good.
yes, but like I said, it was 12 years ago. And so I believe I was the Confederates in that one, so I may have some minor advantage just for familiarity, but as with anything with the vagaries of random events and die rolls and not knowing what sneakiness my opponent is going to be up to, this game will be unlike any other game ever played of this particular scenario, I'm sure.
Yeah, the variability on this has to be huge because you've got the random events, reinforcements, and the regular rolling. And
Exactly. So where should we get started tonight? Should I guess, probably go over the scenario, as Roger noted, and for those of you following along, I took a little while this afternoon to set things up. I put some markers out just to kind of make things a little easier for both Roger and I to see without having to constantly refer back to the victory point schedule. But we are on the south map, so if you've got a copy of, or if you don't have a copy of Stonewall in the Valley, just know that it comes with 3 large maps. It is a 3-mapper, and there's the north one, which we played last week, which is where Harper's Ferry and Winchester and all that. Those are there. We're skipping the middle map for the moment, and then this is the far south map, and it has got everything from on the north end and the northwest corner. We've got the little town of what's it called, Franklin, all the way down to sort of the southwest corner of the valley. It's got McDowell, which is the namesake of this particular scenario. And so yeah, we're at the uppermost reaches of the Shenandoah. These are the headwaters. We see all the little creeks that will lead into the various tributaries that will become the north and south branches of the major Shenandoah River. And tonight's scenario is going to be a lot of fun, not only because, as we discovered last week, there is the random element of rain now, which could turn everything around, but like the one previously, this one's not quite as long. It is a 12-turn scenario. And Roger, if you want to open up your notes pad there, the notes button, I've relayed all the information from the game manual, so we've got it at a glance available to us. And this represents the 12 days between April 30th and May 11th. Now, it should be said, that's what the note is right up there under the scenario name, this is completely speculative. Now, this did not happen in reality. Jackson did not do this. If you do have a copy of Stonewall Valley and you go read the game as history there, in the back pages they outline by date everything that occurred in the Valley campaign, and this one is completely speculative. So Ewell did not get assigned to do what he's going to potentially be doing tonight. Jackson sort of gives him free rein in this one. So this one is kind of like Command and Colors and any other war game that we kind of figure that they set you up historically and then they say, have fun, kids, go do whatever you're going to do. So this is just sort of an exercise in imagination to see if Jackson were to make, whether he's forced with the choice of confronting Banks before Banks tries to withdraw out of the Valley, or to follow Lee's order, which was to go press towards McDowell and Staunton at the upper part of the Valley in order to threaten the Union forces and to keep them in the Valley that way. So by kicking the hornet's nest and being a royal pain in the butt. The special rules for tonight, let's go through those. There are a lot more of them. There's a lot of words in the special rules, but it's really condensed down to just a few concepts. So I will breeze through them. First of all, Roger will be the only player on turn 1 to activate. So he has a few options there. He can activate any one of these 5 units. He can activate them as much or as little as he wants, and then when he feels that he has completed everything he wants to accomplish on the first day, then he is done, and then we will proceed on to recovery and then day 2. And let's see, that also means that I cannot do any Union entrenchments during the recovery phase of turn 1 because they are inactive. And in turn 2, or excuse me, special rule number 2, specifically to prevent Jackson from, being Jackson, he has to stay at least 4 or more hexes away from any of my units throughout the entire turn. So he can move around as much as he wants. He has a bubble that he cannot encroach around my units. So there's a line in the sand. Roger's Confederates have 4 hexes that they are looking for. I have placed force markers around them. So up here at the top of the map, where I am hiding it right now, we've got Fluke's Mill. I love that name, Fluke's Mill. It's worth 1 victory point. Gain control.
It is control.
Yes,
okay.
It is control. Because that's what all of the text afterwards is, that he can walk away and it's still under your control, but I can take it and it can go back and forth just like lowly Winchester did so many times. So it is control at the end of the game that is worth some points. And I put all the victory point stuff on the public, the second tab there, so we can kind of refer back to that. And yes, so your first 3 there, the McDowell, Franklin, Harrisonburg, Fluke's Mill, those 4 major ones, if you control them, you do not have to occupy them at the end of the game. So that is a big distinction. So you can just run through there and go tag, I got it.
But you can come back behind me and tag and say, no, you don't.
Exactly. So yeah, it is fraught with all sorts of peril in decisions. Special rule number 4, I have movement restrictions, basically saying that the 3 PHB, which is way up in Franklin, they're just sitting there. They're doing home guard. They can't move throughout the entire game. And Schenck cannot move until he is, quote, released, which means every turn I make a die roll, and if I roll a 1 or a 2, then he's released. On 3 or more, he stays with the PHB playing cards or, whatever it is they're doing. Mumbledy Peg, I have no idea.
Stuck in the snow, I think, historically, is what happens.
Yeah, exactly. However, if any Confederate unit gets within 4 hexes of Franklin, then that restriction is immediately lifted, and then I can move freely. Both of them can move freely for the rest of the game. Starting with turn 2, I have to determine during the reinforcement phase if I get reinforcements. I have some of them that are available to me, but I have to roll, and I have a 16% chance. So I roll.
Yes.
If I get a 1, then the reinforcements arrive for that turn, and they are slotted. So the first time I get a roll of 1, Blenker and Stahl will arrive at Franklin. If I should get fortunate enough later in the game on another turn and get another one, then Steinwehr will show up. The Germans have arrived. And if I get a third one, which it's really pressing my luck, I would get Bolin at that point.
There's one thing I can say about your luck, though, rolling ones.
That's right. That's my silver lining. Of course, it's the moment that I count on that one, then it will do the opposite.
That's true.
Right? Yeah. Number 6 is the Virginia Militia, which is down here for Roger. That is basically also doing home guard. They are not released. They are sitting down at, what is that? Staunton itself. Yeah, so it's got a marker there saying they're not released. However, I believe the same rule applies there, that once I get within 8, and I did some measuring, of course. Any of my units get within 8, which is basically this line running from essentially the G in Augusta County. If you run that line of hexes to the southeast all the way down a bit towards Piedmont, that's my line. So if I encroach beyond that line, then the Virginia Militia is released. And let's see, and the big one there for me is the Union. Once I get into Augusta County, which the county line is running kind of right there along the North River, a little bit just to the southwest of that North River tributary. Once I get into Augusta County, if I am disorganized, I cannot recover while I'm in Augusta. I guess that reflects the poor supply lines and everything pushing forward in that far up the valley. And that's cool. That will certainly have me babying units. So even if they're at 0 or 1, they do not recover, which is terrible. And then finally, the last step, or the last special rule, number 8, for a movement point, if you're on the edge of the map, you can exit the map edge. If you are about to suffer maybe a manpower loss at the hands of a very powerful Confederate unit or something, we'll just walk away and deprive of the point. So let's look at, I'm going to go to the public tab there and look at the victory point schedule again. Confederate player, so Roger is doing all of the earning of the points tonight, so the challenge is on him. Let's see, McDowell is the big boy, and that is over here in the lower left-hand corner. That is where Milroy sits currently. That is worth 6 points.
A dilemma.
Yes. How far? Yeah. Is it worth pressing your luck? Franklin up in the upper left-hand corner, the northwest corner, is worth 3, and you can see the little force marker 3 there. In Harrisonburg, where Banks is currently sitting, that is worth 2 victory points. If that should be controlled. And Fluke's Mill is worth 1. So all told, those are worth 12 victory points. We have plus and minus 1 for manpower losses, so thank God we don't have the huge swinginess again. Boy, that hurt. However, I can deprive, so basically this is like a capture the flag game. All of your victory points are scattered out everywhere. I put mine down here with my force markers. If I capture Snoop's Delight, or Snopes Depot, Swoops. So that's worth 3 victory points to the Union. So if I take that takes away 3 victory points. There's 4 victory points for Fisherville, and because, as luck would have it, the Force 8 marker was not correctly configured, I couldn't use the Force 8 marker. I put 2 Force 4 markers, so you can see it's worth 8 points. And
the good news for me is you only can score one of those.
Exactly. I cannot get any points for more than one of those. I get whatever the best one is. Basically, they're not cumulative. And then the last one there, the negative question mark, is essentially for every number of individual units, Union units, that I get down within 8, or basically that line that I talked about, within 8 or fewer hexes of Augusta. I take that number and I divide it by 3. Yes.
Yeah.
Take that number. So if I get 5 down there and divide it by 3, that's 1. Of course, all the
1 point.
fractions round down, so I get 1 victory point. So that could
Yeah.
be the difference. You never know.
Could be. Could
Could
be.
be, could be. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of tussling tonight. I think this should be a really fun one. Oh, and I really want to let's talk about this because this is a good way to educate you and to educate the viewers because I think this will be an important factor tonight, and that is bridges. Let's talk about bridges because
Yeah.
we have not looked at chapter or section 10 of the Great Campaign series rules, and this does standardize everything across all the titles. There are a couple of teeny tiny specifics that they note here for Stonewall in the Valley. So just to review, and it will probably be more of a factor for me as far as constructing and repairing bridges for the Union, and destroying bridges probably more so for the Confederates. Don't know, but possibly. However, just to review, pontoon bridges can be built. And the way we do that is, and the magic number in Stonewall in the Valley is for construction is 3. Okay, so normally it's 5 manpower for an infantry unit. Stonewall in the Valley, it's 3. Okay, so as long as I am sitting next to and there's not already a bridge there, then I can attempt to construct a pontoon bridge. I take that, and it costs an action, so I increase their fatigue, and then I make a roll for it. Okay, and there are modifiers for that. Let's see, I roll for it, and jumping over to the next column here. If it's 5 or less, then I successfully build it. If it's 6 or more, then the bridge is not built. Basically, then there are die roll modifiers, depending on if it's raining, if it's unfordable after a rain, if there's no ford there, if that means that if a bridge was destroyed, then I get some kind of a modifier for trying to rebuild where there's some roads already connecting things. But it gets severely higher. So if there's no ford or ferry across the road, but there is a road in both sides that I'm going to be connecting, that's a +1. If there's only a road on one side, that's +2. But if there's no road at all, and I'm just trying to build it in the wilderness along, 2 parts of the river, then that's +3. And also, if it's a major river, that's much more difficult. So bringing those pontoon wagons up and sending the engineers up and hooking them into pieces on a raging river, probably pretty challenging. So I don't know if I'm going to build any bridges tonight. Don't know if Roger's going to destroy any bridges. We shall see. If it rains, I may need to.
Yes. If it rains, this is going to be... I've got a plan A and plan B.
Awesome. Some of the restrictions on the construction for pontoons, obviously cavalry and artillery cannot build them. I can't build them across creek hex sides, which they wouldn't even matter. And if there is an enemy unit on one side of the spot where I'm building the bridge, and it's 5 or more. Actually, there's the exception, Stonewall in the Valley, if it's 3 or more. The magic number is 3. So if there's an enemy unit of at least 3 manpower on the other side, then I cannot construct a bridge there. Okay. So, and an eligible unit can only try once per recovery phase for building a pontoon. And if there are perhaps a unit on each side of the river, they could both try it. So it's not necessarily just once per recovery phase, but it's once per unit per recovery phase. So if I had them along the whole distance of the river, I could keep trying to build a pontoon boat bridge somewhere along there. But we cannot build bridges in the rain turn, which... that's hard, and then some of these rivers get so flooded that for multiple turns afterwards they are unfordable, which makes it more difficult. And then destroying bridges, that's always fun. Bringing out the nitroglycerin. Pontoon bridges are fairly easy. They can be dismantled. I can just march across it and then say, boom, I dismantle it, which is kind of short-sighted because the enemy can't use your pontoon boats or pontoon bridges anyway. So, however, any unit can attempt to destroy a bridge or a ferry by just pulling up next to it, and then they make an attempt, and they get die roll modifiers as well. But basically, for bridges, you're trying to get 2 or less to destroy the bridge. And if you don't, then the bridge, the dynamite doesn't go off, whatever. If the bridge is destroyed, it becomes just a ford. So if there's a road connecting across where the bridge was, then it's a road across the ford, which is fine, because that will give you some bonuses when attempting to perhaps build a pontoon bridge across it. If I'm so inclined, you can attempt to repair permanent bridges that are destroyed, but we will kind of address those if they come up. Again, it will all be circumstantial. But I did want to talk about bridges because for once now in the basic scenarios, they become a factor, especially if it's raining and the rivers are flooded. So, thoughts?
I've changed my mind multiple times how to play this out. And I'm going to go, because there's the 2 options I've come up with. One is, I think this one option, which I'm going to try, gives me the chance to win or to lose really badly. The other option I thought through was, I can't figure out, because I don't think you're going to, it'd be very easy for you to keep me from winning the game.
Right.
But I won't get beaten decisively, but I won't be able to win because you'll be able to block me and keep me from doing anything. So I'm gonna rain though. If rain starts happening and bad movement rolls, then I'm gonna go with the plan B.
Definitely.
But yeah, the bridges I'm interested in because it takes up probably the most of the rule book.
Right. Exactly.
And I've never used it, so I may be pausing and asking questions.
Of course. Well, me too, because I mean, it is going to be a very specific circumstance that would come up. Now, I do remember as the Confederate player, I was fortunate enough for me to get Jackson into a position where I had put him between Banks and McDowell, and I said, okay, well, I want to slow these guys down in case it rains, and I blew up bridges along the river, and lo and behold, it rained, and so that was, more effective than it had any right to be, but it was so much fun, because it's like, I'm just picturing the big decision tree on this one, historically, just remembering what I do from watching it in tournament play, is the big is right where Jackson starts here, as he comes down perhaps the Rockingham Pike. Does he make the left turn, or does he the left turn at Albuquerque, or does he set up and just start harassing Banks? So are you going to be aggressive, or are you going to go for victory point locations? Are you leaning on foot cavalry, or are you leaning on the Stonewall Brigade to fight your battle? And I'm very excited to see which one you're going to decide.
Yeah, so am I, actually.
All right. Yeah, well, we didn't even talk about the final scoring on this one. A marginal victory is determined. The threshold for you is 6 points. So however you wish to do that. The world is your oyster. I have some very specific ways that I can deprive large chunks of that. So
yes.
By capturing my own things. So this is the first one in a while where we have distinct and disparate valuable hexes. I want to catch stuff that doesn't necessarily mean anything other than it's depriving you of points. This should be fun. Because if we both go in the opposite direction after each other's stuff, it's going to be a neat offset. And I do have I have my whiskey here ready to go. Hopefully you've got a little something there with you. Yeah,
I've got my Pinot Grigio.
A Pinot Grigio. All right.
Yeah. Francis Coppola, actually.
Oh, excellent. Well, I think the first thing we need to do is our random events phase. So, are you feeling lucky?
This is under the SAV charts, correct?
Yeah. Yes. So I will let you do it since it is your turn to start.
Yeah, my initiative. Okay. Random event is a 4, which is
no effect.
Straight up no effect. Okay.
However, what is today's date?
We're still on the 30th.
Oh man, missed it by a day. That would have been sweet.
We start on April 30th, so yeah.
Damn. you sure? I'm pulling that up. Oh, it is April 30th.
Yeah, we started. I checked that.
I've always hated April 30th. Okay, fine.
This is.
All right. Well, I have no leader transfers. Not that I can. I don't believe. But if you want to change any of yours, feel free.
I think the only one I can do is Jackson. I'll leave Jackson with Stonewall.
Okay. Then I'm going to leave it to you, and you just enjoy turn number 1 as much as you like.
Yep. Okay.
And good luck to you.
Oh, good luck to you. Because I know I'm going to need it. I'm just going to activate Stonewall, Campbell. So everybody's at green, which is fatigue 1. So we're going to go 1 dice for movement for all 3. And it's a 6. That's +2, so that's an 8. And I have to stay 4 hexes away from all Union units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And there is the fork in the road.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Campbell's just going to come up right behind him. Outside your 4 hex range. Oliver, as we now know how to pronounce his name. And he's going to end up 1 hex behind Campbell. And Ashby goes back to Sawmill. Same thing. Here's their movement.
Whew.
Wow.
This is going to be a fun one tonight.
Okay, this change is what I'm going to do. I wasn't expecting that.
I don't know. You said you had a plan and a backup plan, so.
Well, my plan did not include rolling double 6s to start.
That's true.
That's pretty ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got to St. Paul's Church. He's just going to come up right behind him. He's going to end up on Kettletown Road. Yeah, I stayed outside your 4 hex range. I'm going to take them to fatigue 3. Do I want to take them to fatigue 3? I'm actually going to leave them there. I'm going to take them to fatigue 3. I think I can. No, I'm not. I'm going to Ashby. They've already done more than I wanted them to do this turn. So Ashby's going to go to, okay, he gets die roll 2 dice plus 1 is 8. 7, 8. Do him again. 2 dice. 9. Trails are +2. I had to look that up. Is that correct? +2 for trails. So he's going to go 2, 4, 6, and 8. And that's it for my day 1 activities. So I'll hit the recover button. And everybody's back to normal. Turn marker. Should I move the turn marker? Oh, you did.
Cool. So let's go through the proper order here. So first is random events, and then reinforcement attempt. So I will, I guess I'll do the, since I had the great boxcars last week with 3 days of rain, I'm going to try that again.
Okay.
So here is our random events. Turn 2. It is rain current +1.
Current +1. Okay.
So let me bring that out. Bring out a rain marker.
Oh! I should have moved them.
You should have moved them.
I didn't even think about that.
So we got rain today, we got rain tomorrow.
Should have moved them across the road. That was stupid. Okay.
And then our rivers unfordable, I believe, is it's 3 after the current day, and just 1 after the last day. I'll double check those when we take a break. Oops, not major, minor. Okay, so yes, there will be a couple days there at least, and we'll figure out exactly which ones those are. Cool. All right, so rain is good. Rain is a good thing. I like rain. We'll delete that. All right, now I'm going to make my Let's see, reinforcement. So here is the reinforcement attempt. Let's make sure I'm doing both things right. Let's see. So, Union player, okay, Shanks, to make this, rolls one die at the beginning of each turn, starting with turn 2. Okay, so first I'm going to try Shanks' Brigade to see if I can release him.
Okay.
So he gets released on a 1 or a 2. Here we go. He does not.
3.
Okay. That's unfortunate. All right, but now we're going to try for reinforcements, and I need a 1. Big one, big one. Come on, give me 1. No, another 3. Okay, so nothing for turn 2. Big old goose egg. All right, and now, since you had the last activation... Oh, actually, let's do... I'm not going to do leader transfers if you want to change yours.
Okay, can Jackson cross? Well, does his command include?
So for leader transfers, terrain does not matter, but zone of controls do. So you could move him to any one of those 3 without any problem.
Okay, so I'll move him over to Campbell, and he won't be able to activate Stonewall because he's on the other side of the river.
Right. And why don't you give us the first initiative?
Here we go. It's yours.
It is mine. Okay, so we have a good opportunity here. We got Jackson trapped up against the river. I think Williams will activate Donnelly, and he'll go to fatigue level 1, and we've got a +1 to movement. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
So I think we're going to go. We got 7 movement, so that's 4 hexes. We're going to go 1, 2, or 3 to there, and 7 to there. Is that right? 3, 6 to there. Yeah. So I can get 1.5, 3. Yep. Cool. Initiative. It's mine again. So we'll take Williams again. We'll go to 2. And +1. It's a 4 this time. So just 1.5, 3. Initiative. Yours.
And activate the Stonewall Brigade. Here's his die roll movement. 1 die +1 is a 3. So you can go all of 1 hex to there. Initiative. Mine again. And activate the Stonewall Brigade again. Movement is 5 this time. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. It's yours.
All right, face off. Williams will go to 3 with Donnelly. And get... Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, let's do an extended march of +1. And they're okay. So...
Is that a pike he's on?
He is on a pike, yep. So he'll go right to there. Do I want to go right to there, though? Yeah, I think so. I think for the moment that will be good, I hope. We'll see. Initiative. It's yours.
Okay, Jackson's going to activate just Campbell. This is movement 1 die +2. He gets 3, which means he can only move 1 hex. He's only going to go to Rockland Mills. Initiative. Yours again.
Okay, the 1st Maryland will activate, and they'll just get a 2D. So they get 6. So they'll go 2, 4. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Campbell again. Here's his die roll. 1 die +2. It's a 7. So you can go 2, 4. He has 3 movement points left. What would the 1st Maryland like to do?
The 1st Maryland believes that this pleasant run is quite pleasant for defense because it's raining and it's swollen. So they're going to stand.
Okay. So I can't attack across that creek if I wanted to.
You can, because there is a road across it.
Oh, there is.
Yes. However, it's like a ford now, so it's a +2 or a -2 for that.
+2, yeah.
And then and it's also -1 for raining. So.
Okay, this came up last night. You chose to not go, so my only option is to attack you. Correct?
Correct.
I can't move up the road and north.
Yeah, you've entered my zoc, so you stop.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there as well. Initiative. It's mine again. I'll activate Tolliver. And I'm activating with Jackson, so this is 1 die +2. He gets a 6, which is an 8. So he's going to go 2, 4, 6, and 8. So he's out of movement points. Initiative. Mine again. I'm going to activate all of Yule's group. Here's his movement. It's 1 die +2, so that's 6. 2, 2, 4.
That's actually that's only 3 right there because it's not pike.
Oh, is that a? Okay,
Yep.
I said I got.
Yeah, you can get all the way to the bridge.
3, yeah. You can get all the way there. He's gonna follow right behind. He's gonna go 1.5, 3. So that's gonna be. He can get there.
Yeah, because it'd be 5.5, right? Yep.
Fractions. Okay, initiative. Mine again. So we'll do all 3 of them again. Here's their movement. 5. So that's going to be 1.5, 3, 4.5. Taylor's going to go 1.5, 3, 4.5, 1.5, 3. He does not have enough to get there.
It does not. Nope.
That would be
5.5, yeah.
Okay, initiative. It's mine again. Activate the 2-6 Virginia Regiment. Here's his movement. 7 + 1 is 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 to get him on the pike. Initiative. Yours.
Okay. The 1st Vermont, I can't even believe I'm saying it. The 1st Vermont is going to increase their fatigue and get 2d6, get 7. They'll go 2, 3.5. Stop there. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Johnson. Movement 1 die +1 is a 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Going to activate Johnson again. He's going to go to T, green, yellow. 1 die +1 is a 2. So he's going to do a min move of 2. Initiative. Mine again. Going to activate Tolliver. Take him to T, yellow. Activating with Jackson, so it's 1 die +2. It's an 8. This is going to be 3 to there. 2 for the movement, and then 1 for moving the Zoc.
Nope. I don't extend the Zoc into that hex because of the creek and the rain.
Oh, so it's just 2 to there.
That's right.
2, 4, 6.
That's 1.5 because it's a pike. So don't worry. You actually,
I was told there wasn't going to be math. That's all I had.
So
I was told there wasn't going to be
2,
math.
4. You're at 5.5 right now.
5.5.
Yeah.
So I've got. Okay, I could go. I'm going to go to the Baptist church. It's going to be a stupid thing to do.
Woo! Roger. Has it really come to this? Is this what we're doing?
I don't know. We'll see. Initiative. It's yours.
All right. I don't have enough time to set up a flank. So, I may give you a victory point here, but we shall see. Williams will go to fatigue level 4 with Donnelly. And he will attempt an assault on Tolliver. Here goes the command. And it fails. Because dice hate me. Alright, initiative. It's yours. Here it comes. And this is the most bizarre set of flanking that we will have to walk through. I think it's just going to be a 1 after all is said and done, but we'll take it in steps if you choose to do that.
I'm going to declare, I think I can do this, declare an assault with Jackson on the 1st Maryland.
You sure can.
So he's going to go to fatigue 3. Now, do you want the cav retreat? Do I roll before or after you?
I make the determination first, and then you make your assault roll. And if the roll passes, if it works, and I have done my cav retreat, it's considered an automatic success, and you may advance into the hex.
Okay.
So you've got a full flank on me. No, you don't actually, because you don't extend into 3416.
Yeah,
so,
I don't have a full flank, so it's
so you've got 1, 2, 3. Jackson covers all 3 sides of his without a doubt. Tolliver covers himself and Williams, so that's 5 because he does not extend into 3416. And then so that's the initial 5 hexes, so that's +2, and then you remove
Williams.
You remove basically Williams and the other 2, so it comes down to it. There is no flank because it's a 2 minus, enough to get it down to 0. So that is the only saving grace. So the 1st Maryland are going to make a valiant stand.
Oh, okay. So the final is 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7 minus 4 is 3. Is that right? Is my math right?
All those little numbers? The -4. I'm just thinking the -3. -1.
Oh, I had -2 for rain. It's -1 for rain.
Right.
Final is +4.
That sounds right to me.
Okay. Here we go. Union left, Confederate right, +4 final. It's 9 to 2.
So evaporates. So he's deleted. And I will give you a victory point.
It's an advance for me.
Yeah, so 1 manpower loss for me. Okay, it was going so well. So just to point out before Jackson gets too frisky is that creek separating him from Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's still a little bit of work to do to get him.
Yeah. Initiative. It's yours.
Okay. Absolutely nothing I can do with Williams. So I need to bring shields will activate, and we're doing a race now. Shields will activate. Okay, so he's going to activate both units in his 2nd Shenandoah that are available. +1 to this. 4. Okay, so you're going to be able to go 3 there and there. Okay, initiative. It's mine again. Shields will take them again to the next. And +1. 4 again. 1.5, 3. It's not great movement, but it is what it is. Initiative. Okay. Shields will activate Fairy now. And give him a +1 to that. That's terrible, but he will transfer to him. And he will get... Oops. Down the pike. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Ewell's division. All 3 of his units. So here's their movement. It's a whopping 1, which gets 3. So here's Trimble's extended march. And it's just a straight up die roll for this. So he's fine. He can go. Let me type that in before I forget. Movement was 3. So he's just going to go 1.5, 3. Taylor, extended march, no modifier. He's fine. Trails behind. And Elsie, no modifier on his roll. So he's borderline, but he makes it. So here's the initiative roll. It's mine again. I'll activate the second. The Virginia regiment goes to take 2. Here's his movement. It is a 12. Sorry, 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 12.
Looks good to me.
Oh, okay. Initiative. Ties do go to me. I'll bring Johnson up. So he's going to go to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. It's a 3, it's a 4, and here's his extended march is a 1, so he's fine. He's going to go 2, 4. Initiative is yours.
Banks will activate Gordon and gets +1. So 5. 1.5, 3, 4.5. Initiative. Yours.
Now I am going to activate Campbell. She's going to go to fatigue 4. He's just going to do a min move 1. So here's his extended march, and this is going to be going to 4. Is a +1.
Yeah, just a +1.
So +1 to this roll is a 6, and he is a 6. That's 7. I don't think there's any. He's just disorganized because he hasn't flipped yet. He's going to go to there. Initiative. Ties are mine. I'm going to pass.
Banks will take Gordon to 2 and get a +1. So 5. So 1.5, 3, 4.5. Put Jackson in the box. Try to go over the fence. Spend a night in the box. All right, initiative. Yours.
Jackson, if he declared a grand assault, he could pull Stonewall in, possibly.
He could indeed.
We're on turn 2. I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, let's. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try assault with Tolliver.
Now, here's Jiminy Cricket. Before you do that, hey, little buddy. What are the pros? What are the cons? You tell me. Go.
Well, the cons are I could not get it off, obviously.
Sure.
Which is I could get it off and not get the grand assault, which
Sure.
means it's going to be 3. It's not going to be. Tolliver's not going to be happy.
Right.
If I get it off and I can get, I think that would be, I would have 8 to 6, so I'd have the ratio covered. I would add 3 artillery, so it becomes a +1 artillery, so I don't have the artillery covered, so that's -2.
Mm-hmm.
The rain is -3.
Mm-hmm.
I would add 1 type for assault, so it gets it to a -2, and a 2 for Jackson makes this a straight up attack.
Okay. So and
+1 for flank by the time we get done.
That's right. So you're looking at a +1 probably. What's the big benefit if you score a retreat on me?
You're going to lose manpower because you're going to have to go to the school.
No, I can't go that way because that's impassable. So I will be forced to go through Stonewall, and that means
so you lose three manpower losses.
Correct. So it's big risk, big reward. It really just depends on the succession of die rolls. I'm probably going to try to shut you down if you pass on it.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see. I mean, the way your streak has been going, it's everything's coming up Roger. So I'm fully expecting to lose 3 manpower here and be in the hole. But it's raining, and I like rain, so we'll see what happens.
The risk reward. This is like my strategy at the beginning, just
right.
Getting condensed down to a single die roll.
Sure.
Or actually 3 die rolls. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway.
And that's why I love playing with you, Roger.
Because I don't think I'm going to have an opportunity to do anything.
You certainly have. I mean, you have his command ability all day and all night is attack, attack, attack. And he, as a district leader, he is more than likely going to get Stonewall in there too.
Yeah.
So short of getting a 6, I mean, come on.
Increase Tolliver's.
All right, good luck.
Here's his command roll, and it doesn't come off.
It does not come off.
So it was all a waste of conversation.
No, it's good.
Initiative. Yours.
Okay.
Now let's see if you attack me just to.
Well, I am risk adverse. However, you're sitting there with 6, and I've got 6, and I have to save Williams's bacon. I have to try, even if it costs me 1. How much? You've got 2 pieces of artillery. I've got 2, so it's going to be a minus. Wow, that's going to be a terrible attack. Oh, that's just so terrible because I don't even get any flanks. So let's see. It's 1 for assault. Let me run the numbers here myself.
Yeah,
just
I'll
because,
be surprised if you pull this. If you decide to pull the trigger on this.
All right, so that's +1 for assault. It's -1 for tactical. It is -2 for artillery. It is -1 for rain. And there's a creek in between us, so it's -2 for that. So it's a -6 right there, +1. Yeah, no, I don't have any flanking. So
I think the real question is, how did you 2-gate yourself in this situation?
Well, that is an excellent question. And you would be well advised to ask that question. Williams figured that what are the chances that he's going to run that hard and that fast with 6s with Campbell and Tolliver and get them into position in the rain. And I thought the cavalry would do better as a stand, but they didn't. There you go. That's.
And I should have crossed the river on the first turn because I didn't remember rain.
That's what I love about
me from being able to cross the ford, so I had to.
I think that's my favorite part of the rain thus far is woulda, coulda, shoulda. Because you sat there and you're like, I don't think I want to push them to 3, and I know you wanted to, but then it opened up and started raining, and you got half of the division sitting across the river.
So far, this is not one for the time capsule. Let me put it that way.
Oh, it's like you said, it's early. I mean, it's turn 2 out of 12. Shields is going to move Ferry up to 2, get a +1 to this, so it's 4, and that's the heartache. 1.5, 3, just outside. So we'll stay there. Initiative. It's mine again. I'm going to pass.
You have rain for tomorrow as well.
I do have rain for tomorrow.
I'm going to try that again.
All right.
Here's this command roll. It's 5, so that does come off. Grand assault roll. It's a 6, so it does not come off.
Stonewall Brigade's like, we're very comfortable over here.
Yeah.
Do not ask us to cross this bridge.
The message did not get across the ford, so this is going to be ugly.
All right, let's
run
your numbers.
So the final result is 3, 4, 0?
I believe so. I've got assault, tactical, final flank, those are your pluses. Ratio, rain, and artillery are your negatives. So +0.
Final is or 0. Final is a 0. Well, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, big +2. I'll be happy. Here we go. Union left, Confederate right.
+1.
+1.
Hmm.
So it's
stands firm.
+1 on a 6 is we're both disorganized.
Okay, D and well, yours was a yeah, right. You're 3, right? Yep, that's right. Fantastic. So no harm, no foul.
Initiative. Yours.
I will pass.
I will pass as well.
Okay. So we're going to recover in the rain here. No entrenching. That was quick and easy. Go to turn number 3. Second of our rain turns. So minor and major rivers are all set. It's going to be a while before anything basically downstream of where we are is going to be fordable. It's going to be 3 turns beyond that. But you've got the bridge there at New Haven. Okay. Wow. That was, where are we victory point wise? I think I'm just down 1. Yes.
Yeah, just down 1. Yep.
Okay. All right. So let's do our, would you like to do the random events for this one?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a 6, which is Union cavalry reinforcements.
Okay. No effect. All right. Now I'm going to attempt to release Schenk.
Correct.
Yes. Schenk is released on a 1 or a 2. He is not released. And reinforcements on a 1. No. Okay. So nothing there. You may do the first initiative roll if you'd like.
Okay. Here we go. It's yours.
Okay. Well, it's early, but I need to be a preemptive strike here. So Banks will attempt an assault with Gordon. And first he will roll for command, and it fails. Crap. Initiative. It's me again. Let's try that again. Okay, so Gordon goes to 2. Command. It goes off this time. Alright. Banks will now try a grand assault to see if he can bring in Williams. So here's his command for grand. And it does activate. So I can bring in another hex. So here are the numbers. Wow. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But in a perfect world, I don't even get a flank bonus.
Why don't you get a +1 for flank?
Well, I mean, if I'm going based on, so let's look at them. So obviously, I'm covering the 2 that I'm in. I do not exert a Zoc into 3416 because I don't cross that river. That creek. Nor do I cross it into 3216. So Banks does not exert one on either side. There's nobody in 3217 because it's across the river, but it's not blocked. Well, actually, it is. Yeah, so that counts 1 against. Excuse me, because it's rain turn. And then Williams, and I don't exert into 3417. So I only have 3 covered, which is unfortunate. And then one of those would come off anyway because of the river. So this is just. So it is a minus. Let's see, 1, 2. So it's a -2 attack, but I gotta. Question is there a better way to do it from Williams? No, he's a 4, so I need it. Yeah, I needed the ratio no matter what. Okay, so it's a -2. So Union to the left, -2. Wow. Okay. So it is a +1 result. which is the best possible thing I could hope for. +1 on 10, so it's a 1D for me, but a D for you.
So you just get fatigued out.
Yes. So I'm going to, let's see, they both get that, and I think I'm going to take it from, let's see, manpower disorganized. I'm going to take it from Gordon. So decrease manpower, and I will give you another one. Okay. But that prevents a much worse fate that I knew was coming.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah. Jackson does have a voluntary retreat option. If he wants to go down into 3417, he is welcome.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, because I did not score a retreat on you, so you have an option for a voluntary retreat of 1 to 4 hexes. So you could go out that way if you wanted to get out of this section.
And I can only go 1 hex, right?
No, you can go. It's a normal retreat, but you could go a minimum of 1 up to 4 if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go 2 hexes to there.
Okay. Then initiative. It's mine again. And I'll activate these 2 guys up here. Alright, so they're going to go to 1, and +1 to this, 5, so they'll get 1.5, 3, 4.5, and then Kimball just comes up behind. Initiative. Mine again. Same 2. And +1, 6 this time, so 3, 4.5, 3, 4.5. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Yule's 3. Stir movement. It's 8. So it's going to be 1.5, 3. It's 4.5, 6. There's 2 movement points remaining. What would the first Vermont like to do?
Yeah, I guess we'll bug out. So they will flip. -2 for me. And so it's a 1, so no effect on you. 2, 3, 4. There you go.
He's going to go to Best Mill. It's 1.5. Taylor's going to follow up behind. And Elsie's going to follow up behind. Initiative. Mine again. Going to activate the Virginia Regiment, which is movement 6. So it's going to be 1.5 to 3. 4.5 to 6. Initiative. It's yours.
Shields will activate all 3 units. Yeah, all 3 units in the second. +1 to this. Yeah, that figures. Okay, shields will move to ferry. And they will do a minimum move of that there. Tyler has an extended march now of +1. He's okay. And Kimball to the Toll House. His extended march is okay as well. Okay. Initiative. Mine. Pass.
Okay. I'm going to activate Johnson. 1 die +1 for his movement. There's a 4, so it's 5. So you can go.
Actually, it looks like you hit it. It went twice. So the first one was 5. So if you want to give yourself a 6 movement.
2, 4, 6. Initiative. It's yours again.
I think I will pass.
I'm going to pass as well. Let's see if I can get my guys recovered and rested, and the rain stops. And,
Yes, indeed. All right, so I'm going to...
Or maybe the rain stops.
We shall see. All right, recovering in the rain. All is well. People are exhausted. Things are good. I will move the time marker ahead. All right, so it has stopped raining for the moment. Let's go through our steps to make sure we do things properly. Random events first. So I think, who did the last one? Me? You? Does it matter?
I did the last one.
Okay, I will do this one. Here we go. And it is 5.
5 is rain.
Rain current.
Okay.
So open circle. So it does not rain today. Lucky dog.
So,
yeah.
It's all relative, isn't it?
Right. All right. Reinforcements. Let me try this again. So first we'll do reinforcements, and then we'll see if we can release Shank. Reinforcements first on a 1. No. All right. Shank on a 1 or a 2. No. Okay. Now leader transfers. Leader transfers for me. So, yeah, I'll leave them where they are.
I'll leave my guys where they are as well.
Okay.
Minor rivers are still unfordable, correct?
Yes. Let me open the... Yes. So I did adjust it properly. The minor ones are unfordable to the end of this turn, and then the major ones are unfordable for the next 3 days.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
And you can roll the first initiative if you like.
First initiative is yours.
Okay. Take this opportunity to untrap Williams, march Donnelly to fatigue level 2, and get a +1 to this. It's a 2. And we have an extended march of +1. They're okay. So... basically, it's a 1 hex move, because it's coming out of your zone of control. That is all. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Johnson. Here's his movement. 1 die +1 is a 2. And the roads are back to normal, right? So it's going to be a 1.
Yeah, they're a little muddy, but not too bad.
And here's the initiative. It's yours again.
I think Banks... actually, Williams will activate both units in his corps. Or his division, rather. So 1 goes to fatigue level 3. And the other to 2. Alright, so we get a +1 to this. It's very nice. Okay.
Oh, very nice indeed.
I think he will transfer up to here, and Donnelly will march first. He gets an extended march of +2 now. He's okay, so he's going to get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. And then Banks, I think, is gonna... They will also have an extended march with Gordon, +1. He's okay. I think he's gonna just come back up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. Initiative. Yours?
Gonna activate Johnson again. 1 die +1 is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. It's yours.
Donnelly will march. We'll go to a very hazardous fatigue level 4 and get straight up die roll of 1. Let's see. First, he's got to do an extended march of now +4. Yeah, and it's a 6, so he does lose 1 manpower. Decrease. And he's going to come out here into the open. Initiative. It's yours.
I'm gonna see. I can transfer. I'm gonna activate Stonewall Brigade with Jackson.
Okay.
And here's the movement. 1 die plus 2. It's a 7. Jackson's going to transfer there. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to stop there. Initiative. It's yours.
Shields will activate all of the second. And get a +1 to this. 4. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Kimball will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And Tyler come into Harrisonburg. Initiative. Yours.
Oh, okay. I'm going to activate Trimble. And he and Yule are just going to do a move back 1 to there.
Okay.
Initiative. It's mine again. I'm going to activate Johnson. Here's his movement roll. So 2, that's plus, he's 2 out, he's outside Jackson's control, so it's 3. Here's his extended march. It's a 6, so he's going to flip. He's just going to do a 1 move to there. He has 2 movement points left. I'm just going to stop right there. Initiative. It's mine. I'm going to take the Stonewall Brigade to fatigue. Yellow. He's going to attempt an assault on Donnelly. There's his assault roll. It's a 2, so that comes off. I have a final of a +6.
Sounds good.
Okay. Union left, Confederate right. And it ends at 8 to 3, ends up being a final as a +5.
Okay. Which I think saves me the 1 DR. Oh, no, it is a 1 DR. That's a bummer.
It is 1 DR.
Oh, well. Okay, well, I kind of figured that was coming, but I have an escape plan. So 1 DR, loses a manpower, decrease, which does not hurt his combat, which is lucky. I will give you another USA loss, so you got 3 victory points so far. And now the big movement away. All right. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'll just set them down.
That releases the...
Oh, sure does. Yep. Go, Virginia Cadets.
Okay, that's good. That's all right. Initiative. Mine again. I could have used that for the assault roll. That would have been sweet.
You could advance if you wanted to on that last one.
Oh, right. And yeah, I think I do actually. Okay, that was my initiative. And I'm going to activate the Virginia Regiment. Here's this die roll. Wow. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Okay, let's try and see if I can get him to move a little faster this time. Same thing, Virginia Regiment, the Cav unit. It's a 9 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Initiative. It's mine again. I'm going to pass.
So recovery is done. Let's move our turn marker. We are now on turn 5 of 12. And got some folks recovered, some folks not recovered. And, alright, so going through the steps here as per usual. Random events. We'll let you do it this time.
Okay, here we go. 6 this time. Random events
Nothing.
is Union Cav reinforcements.
Okay. Here is the attempt to release Shank on a 1 or 2. He does not release, and here is reinforcements on a 1. And there's no reinforcements coming for this department. Alright. Leader transfers. Union goes first.
Okay.
And I think Banks is going to come back to Harrisonburg. And actually, you know what? Let's do Shields to there, Banks to there. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Jackson's going to transfer. I'm going to leave him down there for now.
It was your initiative. You passed, then I passed. So if you want to do the
initiative.
first.
It's tie. That makes it mine.
It does.
Going to activate Stonewall's brigade with Jackson. So he's going to go to T yellow. 1 die plus 2. This is 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Mine again. Activate him again. Movement. 6. 1, 2, 3. He's going to stop there. Initiative. Yours.
Williams will activate Gordon. And get a +1. 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Milroy will activate.
Milroy? Who's Milroy?
Straight up die roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. We'll do Milroy again. And straight up die roll. 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Yours.
Activate the Virginia Cav Regiment. Says die roll. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5. Initiative. It's yours.
Activate Donnelly, which I hate to do, but I gotta. Gets a straight up die roll. That's nice. His extended march is now a +2. He's gonna lose 1. And he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Mine. I will pass.
Gonna activate Tolliver. It's 1 die plus 1 for him. It's a 3. Do it this way. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Tolliver again. 1 die plus 1. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine. Activate Campbell. 1 die plus 1. It's 3, so that's a 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Campbell again. 1 die plus 1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Johnson. Die plus 1. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Initiative. Mine again. Activate the Virginia Cav Regiment. Movement 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Initiative. It's yours.
Shields will activate Kimball. +1 to this. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours. You've definitely been getting all the marches on your initiative.
Yeah, I've got my guys kind of scattered at the moment, but
That's not necessarily a bad thing here in the valley, but I mean, I think it rewards a little bit of independent movement.
gonna activate Huel's gonna activate Taylor and Trimble and Elsie, all 3. There's their movement. It's a 7. Elsie's gonna go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these guys are just gonna make a min move to Road Brush's Mill. Initiative. It's yours.
Banks and Ferry will go to fatigue level 1. Do a minimum move to Kieseltown. And get out of that little flank. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to activate all 3 of those guys to fatigue 2. They're all just going to make a min move of 1. So he's going to go to there. And they're going to go to there. Initiative. It's mine. So I'm going to activate. Doesn't matter. And do Trimble for movement. So he's going to go to fatigue. Yellow. Orange, I should say. Here, and he's going to do a min move. And so here's his extended march, which is a straight up die roll. He's fine. So he's going to go to there.
You know he will flip, right?
Oh, yep. Sorry.
Okay.
Meant to do that.
Sure.
Yep. Meant to do that. Absolutely. You're right. I had thought about it. I just didn't do it. Initiative. It's mine. I'm going to attempt a core assault or district commander's assault, whatever you call it, with Ewell. Or division assault, I guess, in this case. With Ewell. With Taylor against Banks and Ferry. Here's his command roll. It comes off. So the final result is a +4 result. Does that sound right?
Yeah, let me see your numbers when you're... I have not been following along just because I want to... I'm
Okay.
letting you take the lead on those. So
Okay.
ratio is, because I've got 8 and you've got 6, right? So
Yeah.
-1 that, -1 artillery, +1 for assault, +1 for tactical, +4 final flank. So 6 up and 2 down. Yep, final 4.
Okay. Here we go. Ends up being a +2 result. Hoping for a little better.
+2 on a 6 is a DA, and I have a... So I'm still going to get a DR. Look at that. 1 DR.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Alright, so... Manpower decrease. Manpower flip. Disorganize. And... completely out for the day. I give you another manpower loss. You're knocking on the door. Alright, so my priority is to go away from the attacker by road, and then by road again. And now that I'm off the first chart, I'm on the second chart, so I can stay, as long as I stay 3 away. Let's see, 1, 2, let's see, 3. So if I can go here and then here.
We'll advance into the hex.
Okay. Nicely done.
So let's roll for initiative. It's me again. Okay, what kind of trouble did I set myself up for? I'm going to pass.
Shields will bring Kimball up by 1. Get a +1 to this. There's a 3. They're going to force march. So right now I got 3 manpower. Here's the force march roll, -1 to this. Okay, so it's an extra 5, but I'm going to lose 2 manpower. So decrease, decrease. So I got 8 total movement points. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, initiative. That's mine again. Shields will take them to 3. And +1 to this. It's another 3. Extended march now is a +1. It's just always the worst order, man.
Yeah.
Alright. Decrease another manpower. So, and I have 3 total movement. So, 1, 2, 3. Alright, initiative. It's mine. And shields will take them all the way to 4. Get +1 to this. 5. Extended march now is a +2. They're okay.
Fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's mine again. That is a pass from me.
Pass for me as well.
Okay. So, we will recover in the sunshine. And that is complete. We will move on to turn number 6. May the 5th. We missed May the 4th be with you. Darn it. Well, may the may the Sith be with you. Okay. Let's take it. Let's do the. I think I did the last random event, so you could do this one.
Okay. Well, random event. It's a 7, which translates to a straight no effect.
No marker. Okay. Let's see if I can get. Can I have some players, please? Let's see. Schenk, are you available to come out and play? You are.
Yes.
Fantastic. I don't know what we're going to do with you, but we're going to do something. So get rid of that. And how about, can I get another 1 for some reinforcements? No, I cannot. All right.
No reinforcements.
That's fine. Okay, leader transfers. Well, mine are scattered up and down the valley. So Banks will move to Tyler. Relative safety and hot coffee of Harrisonburg. Shields will stay where he is, and Williams is too far, so he will stay where he is. So over to you. You at least have your whole corps in the same county, or your division.
Oh, I do now, yeah.
For the most part.
I'm going to transfer Jackson to Johnson. He'll stay where he's at, so that's all. That's it for that.
Okay, I will roll the first initiative.
Yep.
Here we go. It's yours.
So we're going to activate Stonewall Brigade. And it's 1 die +1. 3. 1. Oh, it's an interesting road network. 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine again. I'll activate the Stonewall Brigade again. He goes to T2. He's not exhausted, so there's no extended march, just a straight up movement plus 1, 4. 1, 2, 3. He's going to stop right there. Initiative. It's yours.
Escape! Oh, Donnelly, what are you doing? Alright, he will increase his fatigue and try to get out of there. Straight up die roll. Ugh. This is just terrible. Just terrible. Why do you do this to me, Roger? Every time.
I don't do it to you every time. I haven't done anything really yet.
Well, there's a huge difference between leaving a zone of control and not leaving a zone of control. But with a 1, it doesn't matter. All right, he will move 1 hex through the woods. All right, initiative. It's yours.
I'm going to activate the Virginia Cav Regiment. It's their movement. It's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. It's mine. And the flank right now is a plus 1, correct?
If Stonewall were to attack right now, he would have a 5 hex flank, and then it would be reduced by 1 because of the mountain at 1723. So you'd get a plus 1, right?
I'm going to activate Stonewall. It's going to go to fatigue, orange. Doing that. He's just going to do a min move. So here's his extended march, which is just a straight up die roll. He's going to flip. He's just going to go there. Initiative. It's mine again. I'm going to activate Johnson with Jackson. Here's his movement. It's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he has 3 movement points remaining. So he can launch a prepared attack.
Sadly, no.
Sadly, no?
Because it's a wood hex side, and you have to start adjacent to attack across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where I get confused with the woods.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll stop right there, obviously.
Okay.
And here's the initiative. It's yours.
All right. Donnelly slips the noose yet again. He's going to do a minimum. He is going to do a plus 2 to this die roll. I'm sorry, just, he's going to 2, so just a plus 1 to this die roll, excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm always going to fail it. Jeez, and this is what I'm. Yes, okay. This is my Achilles heel. This one unit. All right, so he's just going to go for the relative safety of the mountains and hole up there. Initiative. It's yours.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Tolliver, or a movement roll. It's a 2 plus 1 is 3. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine again. Okay. I'm going to activate the Virginia Cav Regiment. He's going to go to fatigue. Yellow or 2. Here's his movement. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Initiative. It's mine again.
I will say that this is the most dogged pursuit I have ever seen for one unit. But I gotta give you mad props, mad respect, because you want to just finish this unit off.
Well, I've changed. I'm on plan. I've worked my way through the Greek alphabet. I don't know which alphabet I'm on now.
Okay.
Okay, so you're down to 1 manpower value.
Well, yeah, 1 combat, 2 manpower.
1 combat value, 2 manpower. So I'm going to activate the 2nd Virginia. So here's his movement. Here's his extended march. He's fine. He can only move 3 hexes. 1, 2, because it's 2 to get in the trail. Initiative. It's yours.
Williams will activate Gordon and get a +1. It's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine again. Williams will take Gordon to 2. +1 to this. Come on, man. Well, as bizarre as it seems, they will go up onto the hill, or onto the mountain. Yes. Rotten. Okay. Initiative. Okay. Let's take them to 3. And Williams will give them +1. I hate this game. I hate it. By the way, for you, for those of you keeping track, how many weeks have we played? And I think I've said that at least every other week. Alright, so 2. Let's do an extended march first. Let's see what we get here. It's +1. He's okay. So I will force march. And flip that. So he's got a 2 right now. And his force march is an extra 3. So he's going to get 5 total and lose 1 manpower. So manpower decrease. And 5 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Campbell. Here's his movement. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's yours.
The 1st Vermont will place a flanks refused marker. There we go. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Elsie and Trimble with Yule. So they both go to T1. Here's their movement. 6. So that'll be an 8. Yule's going to transfer to Elsie. So he's going to go 1. Trimble's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Initiative. It's mine again. Going to activate Campbell. There's his movement. 7. So 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It's mine again. Jackson's going to activate Johnson. Here's his movement. There's a 4. 1, 2. He has 2 movement points left. Assault, but you're in a mountain hex, which is a -2.
Yes, I would get a 2 in my favor.
No artillery, though.
Nope. Not that I have any effective anyway.
6 to 1 is +5, +3. I'm going to go ahead and do a prepared assault here. So the ratio is 6 to 1.
Yep.
So that's a +5 ratio. There's no no type. Tactical is a +3. And terrain is a -2. There's no artillery, so I have this as a +6 final. Is that right?
Let's see. Ratio, tactical, terrain -2, and your +1 for assault, or for prepared, right?
No, I'm down to 2 movement points.
Oh,
this
okay.
is going to
Just a stand, normal attack. Okay.
This is a normal attack, yeah. So
Okay.
I just get...
Okay, well, +6 is certainly nothing to quibble.
here we go. 12 to 4 is a +8 result.
Doesn't that just wipe him out completely? It does. All right, so Donnelly's done. Yeah. There you go. And you have now hit your threshold.
Okay, yeah, so...
VP is 6 losses for USA. Would you like to advance into those mountains?
No. Initiative. It's yours.
Hooray! Just the perfect timing. March Schenk. Schenk will get a straight up die roll of 2. He will go 1, 2. Initiative. Schenk will march again. He will get a 1 because he seems like he should be in the 1st Corps under Siegel. So he'll go 1. Initiative. It's him again. Come on, Shrink. Let's go to 3. Welcome to our department. It's a 4. His extended march is a 5, which becomes a 6, and he flips. Because, yes. Alright, so 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Well, it's unfortunate that Donnelly is no longer giving you a wounded rabbit to beat up on and focus your attentions on. So now I gotta worry about other things. I'll pass.
I'm going to activate Tolliver. Here's his movement. 1 die +1, 2. Wow, that's fantastic. Almost want to move to Naked Creek Church just because I'd like to know what's there at Naked Creek Church. Oh, there's actually a Naked Creek town.
Yes.
So we'll just go there.
Okay. It's a nudist colony.
They wanted to find out what was going on down there.
It's a Shaker nudist colony.
Initiative. It's mine again. Okay. I parked Ashby way up there.
He's got a nice little breastwork all built, just waiting for whatever boogeyman is in the mountains there.
Yeah. It's time to bring him back home. So he's going to activate T1. 2 die +1. It's a 10. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Initiative. Mine again. Okay, Ashby again. 2 die +1. 7 is an 8. 1, 2. 7, 8. Initiative. It's mine. And I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass as well.
Okay.
All right. Recovery in the sunshine. Good. All right. We move on to turn 7. The rivers, all rivers are now fordable. Okay. So here is our... I'll let you do the random events.
Okay. Random roll. 6 is Union Cav reinforcements.
Okay. No effect. Schenk has been activated, so now reinforcements on a 1. No reinforcements in sight.
No reinforcements, okay.
Fremont is very stingy, or whoever's over there.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Leader transfers. It's getting getting important here. Well, Williams has nowhere to go. Shields has nowhere to go. And Banks has nowhere to go. So we will stay right where we are.
Ewell will stay put.
Outside Fortress Harrisonburg.
Yeah. Outside Fortress Harrisonburg. I'm going to keep Jackson where he is.
Okay. Why don't you give us your first initiative?
Okay, here we go. It's yours.
Okay. Shields will activate Kimball. Go to 1. +1 to this. It's 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to activate Johnson and the Stonewall Brigade with Jackson. Here's their movement. 5, which is a 7. Stonewall Brigade's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Johnson's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative.
I'm gonna need those foot cavalry to just slow down a little bit. Just a tad.
Initiative. It's mine again. Okay, I'm going to activate Johnson with Jackson again. But Stonewall's not going to be activated, just Jackson's brigade. He's just going to get 3.
Saints be praised.
Yeah, it slows him down a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, initiative. It's yours.
Yes, Kimball activated, or Shields activated Kimball. Rolled 1. It's probably a good thing that I was on mute. So, as usual, go 1 into there, take control, and I'll just move to the next. So, initiative. Fisherville is mine. Yours.
Fisherville's going to activate Campbell. 1 die +1. It's a 7.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Let's see. It's going to be 1, 2 to there, 5 to there, 6 to there. Initiative. It's mine again. Going to activate all of Ewell's division. Here's their movement roll. 3. So Trimble, Elsley with Ewell are just going to slide over 1 hex to there. Oh, maybe they're going to slide over. There we go. Taylor's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, I guess Ferry will just increase fatigue and slide to there. Initiative.
Okay.
It's mine again. Williams and Gordon will activate to march. +1 to this. 6.
Nice.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. It's mine again. We'll get Shank marching. Gets a 5 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Shank again. Well, first is march. 4. His extended march is +1. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Tolliver. This is movement 1 die +1. It's a 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. It's mine again. activate Ashby. Movement +1. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Ashby again. 13.
This is unbelievable,
2,
Roger.
3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to stop right there. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Tolliver. He's going to go to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. It's a 3 plus 1 is a 4. So he's going to attack Gordon. So the ratio is a 0. I've got 4, so type is going to be a 1. It's a prepared attack. I get a plus. Williams is a 2. I get a +1 for tactical. Artillery is a 1 to 2, so it's a -1. What's that terrain? Rough terrain? Rolling terrain?
That's rough, so you'll have to make a check.
Rough terrain. Do you want to? I can make the roll. Do you want to make the roll?
You make the roll. Go ahead.
Okay. It's an odd roll, which is odd, no modifier. So artillery is a 0. And the final flank is, I believe, a +4.
It is indeed.
So the end result is a +6 result. I believe. So here we go. Do you agree? I think I got those numbers right.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just in awe of how well the dominoes are falling. Just every single piece has just been perfect. It's
rolled,
yeah. Go
I haven't
ahead.
rolled the dice yet. So
Yeah.
Union left, Confederate right. There you go. See, 8 + 3.
Yeah.
Not a great result. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's just a DR for you. Oh, but you don't have an escape route. Yeah, +3, 6+, yeah.
And I got a 3, so a little R. All right, so he is done for the
3
day.
as well. So he gets a fatigue.
He's already disorganized, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
wasn't.
So I'm gonna lose.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose one no matter where I go, because that's the shining star I live under. Where do I want to take him? Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. So he's going to go here. And lose a manpower, which I will give you another loss for me to you, putting you over the threshold now. So 2, 3, 4. And there you go. I have retreated. And did you get anything from that, Tulliver?
I was a 3, so +3 is a fatigue. I picked up my fatigue and I gave myself fatigue.
It's 2 fatigues. It's big F.
Oh, right. So he's going to be done for the day.
Yeah.
Initiative roll.
It was a good attack. Just that series of just like, oh, I'm going to bring Williams here. He's relatively safe for a moment. Lose the initiative, lose the initiative, lose the initiative. Ashby marches across half the state.
Yeah, I had good movement rolls.
Yeah.
I just can't. I'm just not quite closing the deal on the attack, so I should be getting a lot more out of these.
But it's a nickel and dime scenario, man. You don't need very much.
Okay, so here's the initiative. It's me again. I'm going to activate Campbell. Here's his march. 2. So he's just going to go. No, yeah, he can go there, right? mid-move, no, not Zot to Zot.
Yeah.
So initiative. It's yours.
I believe I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass also.
Okay. So we shall recover. Okay. And move on to turn number 8.
Boy, this scenario is brutal.
It's definitely razor thin right now. I mean, I can't foresee exactly what's going to happen on the final, just because you're able to bebop around. I mean, everything that I'm doing. Yeah. So we have 5 turns left.
Yeah.
How quickly will they go? We'll see.
And this one's been tense since turn 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. We'll do random events. I'll do that.
Yeah, I think I rolled the last one. Okay,
7.
you did this one?
I think 7 is a big nothing. No effect.
No effect again.
All
Wow,
right.
okay.
All right.
I'm beginning to want some rain, actually, at this point.
Right?
Slow you down a little bit.
Exactly. Okay, here's my roll to see if I get any reinforcements. No reinforcements. I'm never going to get reinforcements. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so leader transfers. Banks is still there where he's going to be. Williams is where he is, and Shields is where he is. So I have no changes to my setup.
Oh, I think I'm going to leave Jackson where he is with Johnson. He's kind of my hammer right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he sure is.
And I've got everybody.
Of course, you're gonna cause some envy in the Stonewall Brigade. There's going to be some fraternal struggle there.
Yep, I think I'm good. Sorry, I'm good.
Okay, why don't you give us the first initiative?
Okay, here we go. It's yours.
Okay. Shields will activate Kimball. And they'll go on marching. +1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Jackson. I'm sorry. The Stonewall Brigade with Jackson.
Okay.
So he's going to go to fatigue. Green or 1. Here's his initiative or movement roll. So it's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It is just uncanny how perfect your march rolls are.
Yeah,
exactly when you need them.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I've had really good luck with that tonight. Initiative, it's yours.
Suddenly, that Virginia militia has become a force to be reckoned with.
What's he at F3? That means he's building a fort.
No, that means that fort is done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a 6-3 right there. So there's no forcing him out of Staunton. So I guess I need to give you some choices here. I think we'll march Schenk. Ooh. Schenk leg. Is it Schenk or Shimp? All right. Yeah, that's fine. Initiative. It's mine again. Yeah, we'll do Schenk again. Rolling. It's a 2. It's not much better. It's extended marches +1. And
oh, jeez.
Why do we even expect otherwise, Roger? I mean, come on. Decrease of manpower and move 2. 1, 2. All right. I think Schenk has fulfilled his usefulness for this scenario. Initiative, it's yours. So, come hammer.
Yeah, I'll activate Johnson Jackson. So he's going to go to fatigue green or fatigue 1. Here's his movement +2. It's a 4. So he's going to go through Bear Wallow. It's 1, 2. The militia's at 2, so he can. That's only a 1 movement point. Right?
Yeah, he can go right in there with no problem.
So that's 3 and 4. Initiative. Mine again.
It's like the worst movie ever. I can see all this stuff happening in my brain.
I'm going to activate, Jackson's going to activate Johnson again. So he's going to go to fatigue, yellow, 2. There's his movement is a 5. So it's going to be 1. I'll get back there. 1. I'll pick up an extra flag. So he's got 4 left. Now we're going to go ahead and do a prepared assault. So the final is 1, 2, 4, 6 plus 5 final. Does that sound right?
That sounds like a very Jackson-like attack.
Okay, so plus 5.
Plus 4 result.
Plus 4 result this time.
And let's see, I had a 3, so just a DR.
Just a DR. I'm not sure where you're going to go, though.
I can still go away. All right.
Oh, yeah, I see. You can walk right on the map edge there.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to increase this fatigue into the... Yeah.
6.
Disorganize. Demoralize. Alright, so he has to go 1 away. And then 2, and then 3, and then 4. And... we'll go 5 and 6.
Initiative. Mine again. Can activate Ashby. Here's his movement. 13.
Ashby is clutch. I mean, that's twice now he's done that.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13.
That's exactly what you needed.
It was. I've had that many times tonight. It's just been amazing. My initiative again. I'm going to activate Stonewall's brigade with Jackson. Here's his movement. It is a 5. Jackson's going to transfer to him. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. He has 2 left. So yeah, I'm going to do a normal attack. So the final is plus 5. Sound right?
Yeah, the woods, you have me completely surrounded, and it's not really a factor, so...
Okay, so plus 5. It's plus 3 again. Dang it. Golly. Accomplishes nothing. 5 is a double fatigue for me, so he's going to be done.
Or a small DR, or D small r, so they're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4.
He should be destroyed.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to back him up and take him there. Gorillas to the mountains!
Yeah. He should have been wiped out.
Scrappy they are.
Initiative. Tied mine again. I'm going to activate Campbell. Here's his march. Plus 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
Ferry will march. He'll get activated by Banks. And get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Yours.
Activate all of Ewell's division. 1 die plus 2. 8.
I gotta start keeping track of your 6s, man.
I know that's been I don't even, that's just not even been fair. I don't know what's going on there. Trimble's gonna go there. That's one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That little road threw me off there. 5. Kelsey's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Taylor. He's just going to do a 1 hex move over to there. It's initiative. Mine again. Yeah, we're going to try it. So I'm going to activate Elsie and Trimble. Here's the command roll. Comes off. +5. I think I've got that right. So here we go.
+2.
+2. I can't even do math in my head.
That's right.
And this time I take a manpower loss. Dang it.
I feel like this is the Great Campaign's version of rope-a-dope. I'm sitting there on the ropes, just letting you just keep punching me, and finally it finally paid off for me. Okay. So
Organize.
7.
So organize.
2.
I lose a manpower. Take it off.
Oh, I'm going to lose one too. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you do?
Yep, because you always seem to get me when I have a lot of
manpower. Oh,
manpower.
you're at 7. Okay.
Yep. So no harm, no foul.
Decrease. Well, man, all these +5, +6s, I should be getting more result.
Yeah.
And they're fatigued out.
Okay, so same here. Boom, boom, boom. Manpower disorganized, and they're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 up on the mountain.
Hex if I want it. I guess I will.
Victory point. So your first scratch.
You did me one as well. Initiative. It's mine again. I'll take Campbell to fatigue yellow. Here's his movement. 1 die +1. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. I'll activate the Virginia Cav Regiment. Here's his movement. Dropping 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Same unit. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
I'll pass.
I'll move Ashby. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need some ice. Initiative is yours.
You will pass again.
I will also pass.
Okay. I am processing the recovery. Recovery is done. Head on into turn 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Turn 9. Okay. Random event. Let's see. 4. It does
No effect. Oh, wait, there's a big thing. Rain current.
starting, yes. So it is a rain event. Okay.
Okay.
So that's put rain down here. Clone. And we have rain, and then major rivers will be unfordable through tomorrow.
And the creeks are
The creeks are flooded, right, currently.
flooded. Okay.
All right, so this may be a rest and recovery day. You never know. Okay, so reinforcements on a 1. Hey!
Got it.
Hey!
There you go.
All right, I don't even know who I get. All right, blinker, install. They go right there.
Their strength is what's still strength. He's a 5. That could have been important.
Yeah, that could be. That could be a big ol' swing. All right, so reinforcements are done. Leader transfers. Gosh. I have no leader transfers. Yeah,
Okay.
everyone is where they are. Where would Jackson like to move?
I'm gonna move Jackson back to Johnson.
Yes, the hammer.
Yeah, boy. I feel like I should be much better situated than I am. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, Yule does not want to move, I'm guessing.
Let's see. Yule is. Yeah, I'll leave Yule where he is.
Okay, cool. All right, so why don't you give us the first initiative?
Okay, here we go. It is mine. So I'm going to activate Campbell. He's going to go to T1. Here's his movement. 1 die plus 1 is a 3, which means he's going to go all of 1 hex to there. Initiative. Mine again. I will activate Campbell again. Here's his movement. 1 die plus 1 is 6. So he's going to go 1.5, 3. He has 3 movement points remaining.
Okay, they will stand. They're in a fort.
Okay. I'm going to stop.
Okay.
Initiative. Yours.
Gordon with Williams. And he will get a +1 to this. So it's 3. I'll go 1 hex. Initiative. Yours.
I'll activate Taylor with Yule. There's his die roll. 1 die plus 2. 3. So he's going to go there.
Okay.
Initiative. Yours again.
Williams will just do a min march to there. Fatigue level 2. Initiative. It's mine again. We will move Blinker. Blinker's on the march. So he'll activate stall. Fatigue level 1. +1 to this. There you go.
Yeah, he's
Ready to go.
chomping at the bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. That'd be a lot better in a non-rain turn, but alright, we'll take them to 2. And do it again. 6 this time. Very good. 2, 4, 6. Initiative. Mine again. I'll pass.
Activate Taylor with Yule again. T2. Which is movement roll. It's an 8. So that's going to be
Or a 7.
1. So maybe I should stop for the night. So see, so it's going to be 1, 2. It's going to be 3.5, 5.5 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll pass again.
Okay, I'm going to activate Ashby. It's a 12.
Whew, super oats, man. Super oats.
2, 4, 6. Initiative. It's yours.
Williams will declare an assault on Ashby. What would Ashby like to do?
I'm gonna stand, I guess. I'm gonna stand. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. So I've got. So I will do the typing up here. +1 assault. -1 tactical. -1 rain. -1 artillery. And +2 for ratio. So 3 up, 3 down. Goes +0. So Union on the left. 6-1.
Oh, knocked me out. Took out my best guy.
Yep, sure did.
You got the 6-1 I've been looking for.
It was mine tonight. All right.
Okay,
so
well, that's
because he's been running around there too much, flanking me out. I had to
okay.
retribution. Initiative. It's yours.
Okay, well, activate Tolliver. It's a 6. 2, 4, 6. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Johnson with Jackson. There's his movement. It's 6. He's going to go 2, 4. Golly, I'm having trouble. 4, and it's 5.5 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
If I risk putting a flanks refused marker up, I will more than likely flip. Tolliver's probably going to keep getting a bunch of good rolls and get down there. So, yeah, I got to go to 4. Increase fatigue. Here's his extended march of +2. Oh, he made it.
Fine.
And he will put a flanks refused marker out. And initiative. It's mine again. Milroy will march. And delete his entrenchments. He gets a straight up die roll. 2. It goes right there. Initiative. It's yours.
March Tolliver. There's his movement. 5. He's outside Jackson's commander, so he's just going to get +1, so it's 6.
Yeah, as I said, he keeps getting the really good marches.
2, 4, 6. Initiative. It's yours.
I'll pass.
2nd/6 Virginia. Says movement. 11. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 11. Initiative. It's yours.
Milroy will march. Not very far. Alright. I don't see any possible reason that I need to continue trying to march, so it is yours.
Activate the Virginia Regiment again. 7, 2, 4. I'm going to stop right there. Initiative. Mine. I'm going to pass.
I will pass as well.
Okay.
Alright, recover rain. All is good. Turn Number 10. All right. I'll let you do the random event.
Here we go. 2 dice. 7.
7's a
No
nothing.
effect again.
Okay. Let's see if I get another reinforcement. Nope. Okay. Leader transfers. I don't have any.
I do not either. And let's see, the rain now means the major rivers are fordable. That's the only rain effect today?
Right, that is it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I will do our first initiative.
Okay.
It is yours.
Okay. Activate Tolliver. He's just going to do a min move of 1. Initiative. It's mine. And activate Johnson with Jackson. There's his movement. It's a 6. He's going to do 1 to there. Clear a prepared assault. Ratio is +1. The type is +1. Tactical is +2. Flank with your flanks refused becomes a +2. The artillery is a -1. So final +5. That sound right?
Looks good.
Okay. And the result is a +4. Once again, you don't take a manpower loss, I don't think.
Nope. Small favors. Alright. Delete that. And takes that. Disorganized.
I take fatigue.
Demoralize. And he's got a clear path here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go right up against the river there.
Okay.
And you may retake Fisherville.
I'm not going to go that direction right at the moment. I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
Initiative, it's yours.
Shields will march. +1. Getting a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
Activate the Stonewall Brigade. This is movement 1 die +1. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine again. Activate the Virginia Cav Regiment. 8. Initiative. Mine again. And activate Tolliver with Jackson. This is movement. I'm going to transfer Jackson to Tolliver also. This is movement. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we've got to take Tolliver to 6, 7. Initiative, yours.
Okay. Shields will put a flanks refused marker up. Or Kimball will. Initiative. Yours.
Going to activate Campbell. Here's his movement. The 5 +1 is a 6. What would the 6 New York like to do?
They will stand.
Okay. I'm just going to slide over 1 hex to there. Initiative. Mine again. Going to activate Elsie and Trimble with Yule. Here's their movement. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Trimble's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. It's yours.
Blanker will come marching down the mountain. Fatigue 1. It's a 3. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to activate Campbell again. Here's his movement. It's a 6. What would the 5th New York like to do?
They will stand.
Okay, Campbell's going to move one more. He's going to go to fatigue. 3. Here's his extended march. Should do that first. I should have done that before I did anything, I guess.
It's all right.
So there's no harm, no foul, I guess. Initiative. Me again. I'm going to activate Stonewall, brigade, and he's just going to slide over 1 hex to there. And initiative. Mine again. I'm going to pass.
Ferry will go to fatigue level 1 and place the flanks refused, just in case. Initiative. Yours?
Okay. I'm going to pass again.
I think I'll pass as well.
Okay.
All right, recover, daytime. All is good. Right, advancing. The penultimate turn. Turn number 11. Do we have rain this time? He wondered aloud. 2 dice. No, we do not.
Wow, lots of 7s.
Lots of 7s. Yeah, 2 dice. All right. Do I have any more reinforcements? No, I do not.
Wow.
Okay. So leader transfers. Shields stays where he is. Williams stays where he is. Banks. Banks just loves the coffee in Harrisonburg. So the hotels are 3-star. And I think he'll stay. So
okay. I'm going to leave all my guys where they are.
Okay.
So we're ready
do
for the first initiative.
Good. First initiative. Knock yourself out.
Okay, here we go. It's ties. It's mine. So I'm going to activate the Virginia Regiment. Here's his movement. Miss Mr. Ashby greatly. He's gone where I wanted him to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he got there. 6. Initiative. It's yours.
Shields will activate Kimball for a march. We go to fatigue level 1. +1 to this roll. And it is a 2. Would the 2nd Virginia like to do anything?
No, they're going to try to retreat.
Okay.
Here's their roll. 3. Make retreat 4 hexes. Oh, fatiguing as well. 2, 3, 4.
And we will just march in place.
Mm-hmm.
Initiative. Yours.
Activate Tolliver or Johnson. There's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3. He has to stop right there. Initiative. Mine again. Activate Tolliver and Jackson. Jackson's going to transfer to Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Initiative. It's mine again. I'm going to activate Campbell. He has 1 die +1. 3. What would the New York Regiment like to do?
They will stand and watch them go by.
Okay. I'm going to go into what that's called. Fuchs Mill. Initiative. It's yours.
Blinker will march stall. +1. 3.
Stall.
He's up in the mountains here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Blinker again. +1. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
Activate Elsie with Yule. 1 die +2. 5. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Initiative. It's mine again. Same guy. 1 die +2. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. It's mine. Can activate Tolliver with Jackson. This is movement. 6. I'm marching back where he came from. 1, 4, 5, 6. Initiative, yours.
I will pass.
I will pass also.
Okay. Ooh, this just got tense. Alright, recovering. Everyone is recovered. Advancing to the final turn. Day 12. Let's see. Is it going to rain today? Would you like to do the honors?
I will. It's 11, which is
no rain.
Command paralysis. Oh no.
So close. Okay.
So paralyzed.
Clearly. Here's my reinforcement roll. No reinforcements other than Blinker for the whole game. Boo! Alright, okay, so...
Mathematically, you should have gotten 2.
Well, yeah. Me and math never get along. Alright, no leader transfers for me, so anything for you?
No, I've got Jackson where I want him, I believe.
Okay. So, I believe I will do the final turn. Initiative, here you go. It's yours.
Okay, I'm going to activate Johnson with Jackson. Here's his movement. It's an 8.
Why do you even bother rolling the dice? You know you're going to get a 5 or 6 with Jackson.
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Does. Hell and gone, man.
See. So you can go 1, 2, 3.
And still have plenty.
So plenty to launch a prepared assault. So let's go ahead and do this here. So I've got 6 to your 3, so the ratio is going to be a +1. Prepared, so it's going to be type's going to be a +1. Tactical, a +2. Artillery, train underneath there is a rough train.
It's a rough, yeah, so you'll need to roll.
So we'll need to roll. It's a 5. Odd does not apply. So artillery is a 0.
That's a shame.
And the final flank, you have a flanks refused, so that makes it +2.
Yep.
So it's 1 + 1 is 2, + 4 is 4, + 2 is 6. And here we go, +6. +4 result.
+4 result. Still
I just can't
get that
kill
manpower.
anybody.
Right. He's a tactical genius, but yeah, he's not very bloody, apparently.
His subordinates just are not coming through for him.
Alright, so we're going to demoralize increase. We're going to flip.
Didn't lose anybody.
Really, you didn't lose anybody either, huh? Wow.
I pick up
Oh, yeah.
fatigue.
Fatigue, yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Still some movement left. Well, I'm going to move into the hex because I need to flip it back to my guy's side.
So, oops.
Let's see, that was Swoop's Mill, Swoop's Depot, Swoop something.
Yes, Swoop's Depot or Swoop's Delight, depending on who's asking. Who's got the keys to the, the House of Ill Repute? All right. That was yours.
Okay, initiative. It's mine. I'm going to activate Tolliver. Here's his movement. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite enough. Initiative. It's mine. He's going to go to fatigue yellow. He's not exhausted. He's just going to land in Fisherville.
And at that point, I think I'm going to call it because there is no way that I'm going to eject you from either one of those. Your movement rolls are too good, and your strings of initiatives are unlike anything I've seen in a while. So you now have. Let's go ahead and do a final tally here. All right, so you got 1 point up. Well, your victory points for manpower losses are +6. Right, so 8 to 2. Yeah, so +6, and then you got 1 for Flukesville, so that's 7. And I was unable to capture any of my objective hexes, so I had it briefly and then lost it, which is the story of my life. But I believe that is a marginal with 7 victory points.
7 is marginal, yeah.
Yes, a very tense marginal. It was a really
hard 7 the hard way.
I thought I had hoped there at the very end that Shields would kind of perhaps steal Tolliver's attention briefly, or that perhaps I would get an initiative and I could race Williams over, which you totally knew what I was doing. I guess I, resting him and telegraphed that pretty well. But that was my hope, was to keep the 2 literal flanks on east and west, keep you running between the 2, and just pop out, pop back in, pop out, pop back in, and you're just between your strings of initiatives and your incredible movement rolls, all respect to the foot cavalry tonight. I'm not worthy. That was unbelievable. Just 5s and 6s all night on runs. It was especially when Jackson was activating them.
And good Ashby kind of is the MVP, despite the fact he got destroyed.
Yeah, he was. He set up all those flanks. I think my biggest problem this evening was just I don't know. I just couldn't get movement when I needed it, or an initiative. I mean, it was feast or famine. I got really lucky on most of the attacks by getting 5s or 6s myself, so luck was my favor of that, especially with those +5 and +6 attacks you were doing. So I do not beat yourself up on those. Those were great attacks. They had every right to be victorious. It was just the fortunes of war that kept the simpletons at bay. God protects fools and drunks, and sometimes both.
Well, what's amazing is if I had done turn 2, turn 2, turn 1, if I would have taken the guys to
and take them across. Yep.
My plan was to Jackson to go to McDowell.
Oh yeah, that should always be. I mean, and do not be surprised if that's what I'm going to push for next week, because I think you have to try for that. And then
they got stuck on the wrong side of the river for 3 days.
They did. Yep.
It's like, and it was just
for one of a nail. But that was a really fun scenario. Great. You just did spectacularly tonight as far as setting up every one of those flank attacks. There were a couple times when I was kicking myself, like I was breathing biggest sigh of relief when you when it was just the mere psychological torture of the creek there at the foot of the mountain that you said, let's call off this attack. Let's not do that.
Oh, that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the previous activation, I'm like, I'm gonna march blinker, and then of course when you came back over to it, I said, oh my god, I should have put a flanks refused on that, because even at -3, I was still giving you a +4 on that flank. So when you opted not to do that, I breathed a very big sigh of relief.
Well, I at some point, not getting what I needed with +6.
Oh yeah. Mentally,
like, okay,
it breaks you.
I was just like, okay, the best I'm going to get out of this is a
Now,
+2, and I couldn't afford. And what was this? I was 1 point.
yeah.
1 point difference in this game.
Yep. Well, and you got the victory. Fantastic. The only thing that I was curious about, it was the amount. I mean, and that was your strategy for tonight, because that is absolutely a viable strategy for the Confederates to just go for the throat. I was just surprised at how much I can't say over pursued because it worked, how much you pursued Donnelly and pursued them, and but I was leaving them in vulnerable positions, and it just, you were not content to just like pink knock them away. It's like, oh, I got him to 4, I'm going after him again.
Oh,
damn, Roger.
I decided I needed.
You wanted the manpower losses, yeah.
I was going for the manpower losses, and because I didn't think once you got your Harrisburg fortified,
right?
I wasn't going to get Harrisburg, and so manpower was about the only thing I had going for me. I thought at that point, and also I wanted to make sure that you couldn't almost. And I think if you had one more guy down here, I don't know if I could have kept you out of these.
Yes, and I wonder what would have been your threshold where, like, I mean, you can hear it on me. Like, if one was it one attack, if it had gone poorly and you gotten a manpower loss early on, would that have made you more cautious? Because every single one of those just went true to form. I mean, Jackson sketched it out, and the flanks were there, and the couriers made it on time, and the cannonade started, and everything went perfect. You just weren't scoring the manpower losses. I would just skitter away and be like, okay, cool. But I was wondering if one of those went poorly, would that have changed your outlook on doing that?
Probably.
Yeah. Because it deflates me immediately when it goes. The first one just crashes. I'm like, forget this.
But I wasn't kidding when I was on Plan Zeta. Because you brought Milroy in. Okay, if he brings Milroy into the valley,
right,
I'm gonna try to scoot a guy down that road. But you didn't move him.
Right. Well, you saw I kept him close there, and he was my ace in the hole for going for the depot. I said, okay, I'll get him there, but then Shields was in a position to hole up in the mountains and just go grab it. And I figured, okay, well, that will bring your attention back over here, take some heat off of Williams. So I was trying to work them in tandem, but you were able to keep those internal lines going back and forth across Staunton. And I didn't I waited too long on Staunton. I should have gotten forces down there early to try to break the Virginia militia. Once I activated them and they started digging in, I was like, oh, I should have made a play for Staunton, but I didn't. So
that was once he got up to this fortress built, I felt much more relieved there. And I'm still baffled at how I ended up with Ewell's division. I've got a lot of guys to capture one victory point.
Yeah. You spent a lot of blood and treasure up there with Ewell, but I think that's what he's for, is to just kind of keep Banks busy up there, so that, because once you had overcommitted to that, I was gonna start moving them south, but then I figured, well, you could just, with the way you're rolling dice, you could just whip back around and come take Harrisonburg.
Oh, well, I was hoping you would chase after me, so I could whip around and sneak in and then force you to kick me out.
Right. Yeah, you know I don't do that. I don't chase. I'll pursue. But fantastic night tonight. Hopefully everyone watching this after the fact got to see a little bit of everything. We didn't blow up any bridges. We didn't build any bridges, but that's okay. We had a fair bit of rain, which affected things at the right time. And as always, please, we invite you to leave your comments down there. We'd love to hear from you. We're getting some great feedback from folks. And if you like this, of course, give us a like. Or if you want to see when I post these, click the subscribe button. And yeah, we're having a great time.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. I don't even know where the bell is, but it's there. People say ring the bell.
It's right next to the subscribe.
Oh, it is? Okay. Well,
there's a little bell there, and you click that, and then what'll happen is it'll show up, and when you go to YouTube, it'll show up as one of the new videos that are posted. So it's
great. Thank you, Roger, for a great night. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday, and we will flip this around next week and see if I can do slightly better.
Sure you will.
Have a great one, man.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.